Hi everyone and welcome to BremSter Puzzles. Due to reasons, I'm going to finish off the Sudoku U puzzles I've got. I'd planned to do some other stuff, but there's been some technical difficulties and I just needed to get some stuff done. So in order to give myself some bandwidth, these are the Sudoku U puzzles that are left over from Signet Sudoku Volume 3. I will have a link below to where you can download your own copy of Signet Sudoku Volume 3, but of course this will also go into the Sudoku U playlist, which contains all of the Sudoku U puzzles I've ever done, which is quite a lot of them because these puzzles are from from Sudoku U students around the world, mostly so far from the Puzzles and Paradoxes class run by FullDeck and Missing a few cards, but there have been some other guest solves as well, or other puzzles as well, and hopefully moving forward we will be able to expand it a little more, but even if they do still keep coming from FullDeck and Missing a few cards as puzzles class, that's all good. So this puzzle is Snowflake by Hinsley, Karl and Raspberry Dime. And this is supposed to be one of the easier ones. I didn't check the difficulty, but they were given to me in order. And with each set, I basically just grabbed something from the first section, something from the second, or something from near the top of the list, something from there sort of a bit down and a bit down again, and a bit down again. I've just grabbed all that was left, which is the last 8 puzzles, and I'm going to be doing all of those in a row. So let's have a look at this puzzle. So Snowflake by Kinsey, Karl and Raspberry Dime. So what do we have? We have normal Sudoku rules. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have German whispers. Now, these lines, I'm not able to correct these links. All I've got is the puzzle links as they were published. I think these green lines and the modular lines are a little bit close. Something should have been done to give these some distinction. But anyway, on German whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So those two digits will have a difference of at least 5. Those two will have a difference of at least 5. Those two. So the German whisper lines are these ones coming out of the corners and the diamond in the middle. The other lines then jumps to cages, so it's kind of a bit all over the place. Cages, digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the value shown in the upper left corner of the cage. So those 3 digits sum to 20, those 2 to 9, those 3 to 16. And then modular line, any set of 3 adjacent digits along a modular line, so those 3 digits, has 3 different remainders when divided by 3. So if you divide each of those, if you divide this number by 3, its remainder must be different to each of these two because these are 3 different numbers. All of these modular lines are 3 line. Now, the way that basically works out, and I try and phrase this when I do it, because it's a basic concept, is 147, if you divide by 3, have a remainder of 1, 258 have a remainder of 2, and 369 have a remainder of 0. So in any 3 cells that you can draw along a modular line, or any 3 cells that are directly connected along a modular line, 1 must be from 147, 1 must be from 258, 1 must be from 369. And then it does state that German whisper lines are green lines and modular lines are blue lines. They're actually closer to teal. We normally, it's fine. These puzzles are being created and published. I'm not playing with the published links. So they're the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now there's a couple of gimmies here. This is a German whisper line. What digit between 1 and 9 is 5 away from 6? If I add 5 or more to 6, I'm at 11 or higher. That's not going to work. If I subtract 5 from 6, I have to place a 1. That gives me this digit because you can never put a 5. Actually, I'm going to use this, but no, I'm going to do it a different way. If you can't add to 7, so you have to subtract to 7. So therefore, if you subtract 5 from 7, it's 1 or 2. This has to be 1 or 2 and it can't be 1. So this is 2. This is also got a 6 on it. So this is a 1. Now, these are from 2 and 3. Now, you can't subtract from 3, so you have to add to 3. If you add 3 to 5, this has to be 8 or 9, but the 9 makes this 8. And we've done with all of the German whisper lines, except for this one in the middle. Now, you can never put 5 on a German whisper line, because if you add to 5, you're at 10 or higher, and if you subtract from 5, you're at 0 or lower. So they're not valid. So the 5 goes in the middle. And these digits are the digits that are left over, which are 1, 2, 7, and 8. Now, we know that you can never put the 1 and the 2 together because the 1 and the 2 would be adjacent. So if this is the 1, you can never put the 2 next to it, but one of them has to be. So the 2 is always going to be opposite the 1 and the 7 is always going to be opposite the 8. Now, can we narrow that down? Not that I can see yet. So we'll have to come to that from a different way. Now, we can look at these modular lines. This is from 248. This is from 147. This is from 369. This is from 147. This is from 369. This is from 258. I could see right away this can't be from 258 because if this was a 2, those two digits would need to sum to 18, but the maximum they could be is 8 and 7, which is 15. So this isn't a 2. Now, this is from 258. This is from 369. This is from 147. And this is from 147, this is 369, this is from 258. It's got to be that breaks this open. If this is a 9, those digits have to sum to 4 and would be 1 and 3. This is a 5, those digits would have to be 7 and 8. Is it this? Well, this can't be a 1 or a 2. It's the 13 cage. It was right here. It was right here. I just didn't see it. If this is a 1, this would have to be a 12. That doesn't work. If this is a 2, this would have to be 11. That doesn't work. This is the 7, 8. And as we've already discussed, the 7 and the 8 must be opposite each other. So these are the 1 and the 2. A 1 here makes this an 8. A 2 here makes this a 7. A 1 here makes this a 9. A 2 here makes this an 8. 7 here makes this a 6, and an 8 here makes this a 5. A 7 here makes this a 4, and an 8 here makes this a 3. So those are kind of forced. So how do we take that further? Interestingly enough, one of these has to be from 369. That one can't be 6 or 9, that one can't be 6 or 9, and that one can't be 3. So if the 369 is in either of those two, it's the 3. If it's there, it's a 6 or a 9. But I think but these are all different. There's one, oh no, there's 2 from 258 in that run. Maybe I have to colour these, or it's a total that I haven't figured out. If this is 9, these are 1, 3. If this is 6, those have to sum to 7. They couldn't be 1, 6. They couldn't be 2, 5. They'd be 3, 4. And if this is a 3, those have to sum to 10. They couldn't be 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7. They'd be 4, 6. Not sure how that works. A 1 here would make this 6, 9. Nine is in one of those two because of Sudoku. 6 is there. Similarly, 9 is in one of these 3. Is there an option here that I'm really not sure. This column has a bit going on with it because 1, for example, can't be in any of those. So 1 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two. But once I get to 3 and 4, this cell comes into play. I think there's something fundamentally basic here. 9 is in one of those two because of Sudoku, and I can't put 9 here because this can't be 2. 9 is in one of those two. So what's that? If 9 is in one of those two, this can't be from 369, or I couldn't put 9 in either of those two, and I have to. So this can't be from 369, and it can't be 2, 5, or 8. This is from 147, and it sees 1, 7. This is a 4, and therefore this is the 3, and this is the 8, making this the 7, which makes this the 6. There you go. And these are 1, 2, and 9. And that one can't be a 1 or a 9. That's a 2. Taking 2 out of those. These are a 1, 9, and the 9 makes that the 1, and that the 9. There's your trick, column 5. Now, this is a 4, so these are from 369. One of them is, oh, the 9 looks up. That's not the 9. That is the 9. This is from 147, and this is from 258. There's 2 digits from 258 already. Okay. Now, this one, we've got a 258. One of these is 369, and the 369 here says it's not there. So this is a 3 or a 6 because it can't be a 9. And this is from 147, and I'm not seeing the restriction on that yet. Can I do the same in this row? Because I've already got 2 and 5. But one of these has to be an 8, doesn't it? If this is a 1, this is an 8. If this is a 2, this is an 8. One of those has to be an 8. 2, 5, and 8 are already taken up in this row. So that can't be 258. That can't be 258. Huh. Yeah, if that's a 1, that's an 8. If that's a 2, that's an 8. Neither of those can be from 258. So one of those is 258. One of those is 258. There's no 3 here anymore. Oh, and there's no 9 here anymore. This is 6. So those 2 digits have to sum to 7. They're not 1, 6. They're not 2, 5. These are 3 and 4. And the 4 makes that the 3 and that the 4. 3, 3 puts 3 right here because 3 would be in one of those 2, but that 3 looks up, putting 3 in one of those 2. Now can I do more with this? If this is 5, this would be 7, 8. If this is 8, these would have to sum to 12. They couldn't be 9, 3. They couldn't be 8, 4. They could be 7, 5. Be 7, 5. What's this triple? 5, 6, 8. There's no 6 there. One in this box is here because of the one knocking it out of there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 and 8. These are 5 and 8. So this is a triple now, which is 2, 4, 7. There's no 4 there. Maybe I should have colored this, but So if this is a 5, these have to sum to 50. Oh, there's no 6 here. This is a 5, 8 pair. That's a 5, 8 pair. That's the 6. If this is a 5, 8 pair, those sum to 13. That is a 7. The 5, 8 pair looks down, making that the 7, which makes that the 2, which makes that the 1, which makes that a 9. There was no 8 there. I'm glad I didn't use that because my math was wrong. It happens a lot when you're BremSter. 7 and 7 takes 7 out of there, or the 7 looking down takes 7 out of there. Oh, boy, I'm glad I didn't use that. But the 7 takes 7 out of there, and this has to be 2 or 4, and it's not 4. This is 2, this is 4, which takes 4 out of there. 2, 7 means there's no 2 here. This is 5, 8. That works fine. 6 looks down, making this 3. And where's 2 in this column? The 2 in the box means it's not there. It's not in any of those. It's not in those because that 2 and that's a 6. That's the 2. That's the 7. Okay. Now, this can't... Yeah, I said this can't be from 258, but that was wrong. But now it can't be from 258 because of those digits. So one of these is from 258, and because of the 58, one of those is a 2. Now, if this is from 369, it can't be 6 or 9. It's a 3. And if it's from 147, it's a 4. Okay. Can those sum to 15 still? They'd be 6, 9. Because if this is a 1, these have to sum to 15. They can't be 7, 8, so they'd be 6, 9. Well, we know 9 is in one of those. Oh, no, 9 is in the cage. 9 and 9 puts 9 up here. It can't be here because of the modularity, and the 9 is looking down. This is a 9, and those two digits have to sum to 7. So they're either 1, 6, or 4, 3, and they can't be 4, 3. This is 1 and 6, taking 1 out of there. And this is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 9. So this now, oh no, I'm not sure about that. There's no 9 here. There's no 2 here. This is the 4, which means this is 2, 9. So it's one digit from 2, 5, 8, one from 3, 6, 9. This is the 4. This is the 3, because this one had to be from 1, 4, 7. Right. This column is missing its 5, and this triple is 1, 6, 8. The 1 here means no 1, no 6 here, no 8 here. Can I take that further? Maybe in this row, because I'm missing 3, 6, and 8. So these are 3, 6, and 8. There's no 6 there. So this is 3 or 8. It's not the 9. This is 3 or 8. So the 1, 4, 7 is in one of those two. Yeah, no, but this one has to be from 369 because I can't put the 369 in either of those two. That's the 3. Okay, so these are from 157, 147 and 258. If this one is from 258, it's 2 because it can't be 5 or 8. If it's 147, it's 1 or 7. If this is from 25, this one's way more open. What are these two digits? 5 and 7? This is a triple. 4, 5, and 7. Well, there's no 4 there. There's no 7 there. This is a 4, 5, 7 triple. And 5 must be in one of those two. So this isn't a 5. So that's got to restrict this. But this is a pair now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 1 and 8, and the 1 is looking down, making this the 8 and this the 1. The 8 looks up, making that the 5, that the 8. The 5 looks down, making that the 7, which makes that the 4, which makes that the 5. The 7 makes that a 4, which means these two digits have to sum to 10. They can't be 8, 2. I can't put a 2 there. They can't be 5, 5 because I can't put 2 5s. That's a 2. That's an 8. And this digit here has to be 5 or 7 to complete the row. And the 7 looks down, making that the 5, which makes that the 7, which makes this the 5. These are 3 and 7. And the 3 looks down, making that the 7 and that the 3. I meant to type 3, 7. I just, for some reason, didn't hit the key correctly. The 5 looks up, making that the 8 and that the 5. The 8 here makes this the 5 and this the 8. The 9 here makes this the 2 and this the 9. Something about given digits. The 2 and the 7 looks up, making this the 1. So this is from 147. This is from 369. This is from 258. And it's not 2 or 5. This is an 8. Looking across, making this the 1. This the 6, this the 8. The 8, that looks across, making this the 6, and now I just need to finish this box. 2 is in one of those two by column Sudoku, and by row Sudoku, it's there. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. The 7 comes out of both of those, so that's the 7. The 4 looks down, making that the 5, and that the 4, and that is the solution to the puzzle. 309 solves in 232 days. We can boost that number. Hopefully we will. Snowflake by Hinsley, Karl, and Raspberry Dine. Really, really nice little puzzle. Took me a while to understand what was going on. May have been faster if I'd done modular coloring, and I definitely got the math wrong in this row. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know what if this is a 1, then this is an 8. If this is a 2, then this is an 8. But that doesn't force it to go one of those ways. That was not good logic on my part. But nice little puzzle. Good use of the maths, good use of Sudoku, which I really like to see. If I'd put this one out under my name, I would have been very happy with it. Thank you very much to everyone involved with Sudoku U, in this case, particularly to Hinsley, Karl, and Raspberry Dime. Thank you to FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards for all of their support. And thank you to you for watching. Always remember, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good luck with your solving.